2015 also, I went to Japan and saw Garage Mak Aero, and that was it. That was the end of it. Had to have it. I needed to have it. Hi, I'm Amir, and this is my Garage Mak S15. I had it from 2015, but this is the second one. The first one is from 2008 to 2010, also an S15. But yes, now it didn't look like this last time. At that time, just started work, so money was as you progress, you get to do everything. I get to do everything that I wanted back in 2008. Yeah, I like the looks of it. The headlights and also the profile of the car, it's quite low. The CG is actually low as well, so it's really nice to drive also. And it's a rear wheel drive. You can go sideways. 2015, the only thing that I did to the car was the exhaust, the Blitz Nur spec exhaust. I've always wanted that, and I hunted it down actually. And the Nardi steering wheel, and also the Gunner door side mirror. Oh, and also the Nismo cluster. Those are the 4 main things that I wanted on the car since 2008. And then in 2015 also, I went to Japan and saw Garage Mak Aero, and that was it. That was the end of it. Had to have it. I needed to have it. So I was working my way to it, and finally 2015 August, we went to Japan to lobby for it. I lobbied for it to get the kit sent to me personally. They didn't want it. 2016 April, we did it again. Went to Japan. They didn't want to. 2017 March, that was when they actually agreed to ship the thing. To ship it back to me. They actually just wanted me to buy it from the distributor. But it didn't make sense to me because the distributor's in US. So Japan and US makes more sense to ship directly from Japan, right? In 2015 January, when I went there, their demo car looks exactly like this right now. What attracted me to it was, it just looks so fierce, The looks of it from the front profile just looks like it's coming, like Jaws, coming to get you, Yeah, with all the kanats and all. The wing, maybe in the world, there's only two. One on mine right now, and the other one is on the 180SX in Garage Mak. So those are the only 2 available. Not really available, the ones that they were made. So this one has a funny story behind it. It was on their demo car, but the guy decided to sell it to me secondhand because he actually wanted to go bigger and wider than this. So yeah, so I took up the offer and got this. I'm pretty sure if I turn it around, I can get airborne. The engine internally is all stock. The only thing I have in it is a metal head gasket, stage 1 cams, HKS stage 1 cams, HKS fuel injectors, and the ignition project coils. And a HKS GT3 RS turbine, followed with a HKS exhaust manifold, HKS downpipe, HKS, what's that thing called? Wastegate. Yeah, and also the HKS air filter, and also the HKS racing SQV. Back in 2018, that was the year that was mainly the main project was the engine. So the Garage Mak guys knew that I bought all this stuff from them, and they were like, hey, why not let us tune it, because I told them that I don't know anyone in Malaysia who could tune the SR20s. So they were like, come, let us tune it. So I was like, oh, okay, why not? So they decided to come down. I think that was in 2018. That's when they came down. And you know, it was funny because when they came down, they went straight to the workshop and started working. And it was my first time to see how, you know, someone who's not Malaysian work on a car, and it is totally different. The Japanese people are so dedicated in doing this. So and then, you know, it was fun because I get them to actually handle the engine and also the aero. So basically this car is basically like their car as well. And they actually made a blog about it, and they actually enjoyed coming here also. This 2020, last year actually, they were supposed to come here again, but because of COVID, and so they did not decide, they couldn't actually come down to Malaysia. I told them recently that I was planning to let the car go, and they were sad because, you know, they actually had plans also for the car, you know. They were giving me ideas and all those things on how to make the car go faster, how to make it more reliable. So, but now, I told them that, you know, the car will still be in Malaysia, and the owner might want them to come down again. So, yeah, that changed the mood a bit. That got them a bit excited that they can actually like, yay, come down to Malaysia again. Yeah. So I guess, you know, they wouldn't have a problem with it. Yeah. One of the memories where I will always remember, I mean, I took the car up to go drifting in Genting, so it was quite damp, and I mean, I was happy that, you know, it got quite well, the drifting. And as we got up, I realized that the tire was flat. The rear tire was flat. So I was like, oh, it's okay, no problem, small issue, we can just change, put the spare tire on, pump air, and come back down. I left the lock nut at home, so I had no lock nut, so I had to stay in Genting from 1 o'clock in the morning until about 5-6 o'clock in the morning, waiting for a tow truck to come, and it was really stupid. So made it back down by 8-9 o'clock in the morning just to get the lock nut and open it. Yeah, stupid reason. I had a Satria 1.6 single cam, which was my very first car, which was fun because it never could get to 200 kilometers per hour. But yes, it was fun. From the Satria, I went straight to the S15, and then to a DC5, and then to another S15. I still had the DC5 actually when it was back in 2015 January. So the one that made me go back to the S15 was basically the Garage Mak demo car. Go inside. Go inside.
We're doing an interview here.
Okay, as explained earlier, in 2008, the S15 was not built to how I wanted it. And then when we got to 2008, you know, everyone was, 2010. So friends, peer pressure brought me into the Honda scene, and it introduced me to the track lifestyle. So, and then back in 2015, that's when I went to Japan for the first time, and I saw the Garage Mak demo car there. And that was when I knew I had and I need to have it. So that's when I went back and I sold off the DC5, and I got the Silvia this Silvia straight away. And that was when I started doing it how I wanted it to be. So the transition from a VTEC front wheel drive to a turbo rear wheel drive, people might see there's a lot of difference, but honestly I don't feel it because I don't really drive that fast on the road. But in the tracks, somehow the car doesn't. It's good. It's good. Yep. So Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting to have a car that could actually do all those things in, you know, one chassis. Um, but it depends also. I mean, if you are more focused onto drifting, right? I mean, the reliability of the car actually goes down a bit. But if you just focus on track, like what I do, so that's when the reliability actually just, you know, hovers around slightly above normal. So, but that being said, you know, still I do go that occasional drift, you know, just to get the itch off the hand. But yeah, it's a fun little car to, you know, own from the start. If you ask me if I had maybe, you know, one last time with it, I would definitely go into Sepang. Who would I go with it? I would definitely go with my wife as my co-driver, of course, and all my track junkies friends, you know, who will, yeah, that would be fun. What you do if you have not that much time to spend with your loved ones, you would spend time with it. I mean, I would spend time with it. Take it on one last ride, drive it around a bit, just, you know, boost it here and there, and, you know, just drive it around. I mean, have that last man and machine bond. How, and you know, it's soon gonna end, you know. Emotion wise, parting with it is very, very sad. I honestly have no idea what am I thinking at this point of time. I mean, why am I letting it go? But uh, the buyer who spoke to me personally, and, you know, after talking to each other, I realized that the legacy of the car, or the story behind it, won't end, because he is someone who appreciates cars also. So you can expect the same kind of treatment that I give to her will be given the same from the new buyer. So I guess it's going to be from one passionate person to another passionate person. So it's not so bad, I would say. Unless that person don't take care of it, then it'll be very, very sad. And I could still see her around. I mean, we have Instagram.